Hello, what's up everyone, and welcome to another One Dream Fishing episode. Once again, it is just me. We're still in the coronavirus, but we're cooking up some awesome content coming y'all's way. But for this video, I'm going to be showing y'all the only two knots you need while bass fishing. That being the Palomar knot and the improved clench knot, and I'm gonna be demonstrating how to tie those. I got little rope here to show y'all how to tie it and an improvised eye of a hook. So let's get into it. We will start off with the Palomar knot, and I'm gonna kind of show how to tie it and then what instances I'm going to be using that knot for. So first step, you got your eye, you're gonna thread your line through, you're gonna thread your line back through. So you got this. So keep in mind that's going to be the eye of your hook. So you're going to take this end right here where you have double. You're going to go around to right here, right there, where you have your little tag end right here. So you're going to take this little tag end, put it through that hole you just created. And through that hole you just created, you create this little loop. Now this being the eye of your hook, you're going to take this loop, pull your eye through. So at the end, you have your main line and you have your tag line. So you're going to take this, pull your tag line and your main line, and you're going to cinch it down. And that's it. It doesn't look as great with the rope, but that's essentially it. It is one of the strongest knots you can have. It literally takes, like y'all just saw, it takes literally maybe 15 seconds. And this knot I'm going to use for 99% of my applications. I'm going to use it anything from flipping to throwing a crankbait. I will be using a Palomar knot. And that reason being, like I said, it is so quick, and I've done tests at some of the Bassmaster Classics with the weight machines to see how much a knot can handle. And it is just far and beyond that improved clench knot. But there are different cases for the improved clench knot, and that's what I'm gonna be going into. But the Palomar, there are stronger knots, but this one is the quickest, most easiest, and is still very, very strong. So now for the improved clench knot. While it's not as easy to tie as the Palomar knot, it is good for your finesse applications. So when I'm using really light line where I don't want to cinch it down just as hard with that Palomar knot, I'll use the improved clench. Anytime you're using a leader and you want something to break before your main line, so let's say I'll throw a drop shot, my hook is going to be tied with a Palomar knot, and then my weight's going to be tied with an improved clench knot, so it's a little bit weaker than your hook. Thing with a Carolina rig, you do not want to be losing that big expensive tungsten weight. So you want to tie for your leader, you want to tie that improved clench knot. So if something were to break when you get snagged on something, your leader line breaks, not your weight, that kind of stuff. That is when I'm going to be using that improved clench knot. So let's get into it. So you have your main line right here. You have the eye of the fake hook I made. You're going to thread it through. So you have the main line in front, you have your eye right here, you have your tag end. You're gonna take it, you're going to wrap around the main line. It all depends on what you want the strength of this knot. So with the rope, that being that you can't moisturize the knot, I can only do around 3 times around, but when I'm tying this with fishing line and I'm using that finesse application, I want it to be a little bit less strong of a knot. I'm most likely gonna do between 6 to 8 loops. So once you do that, you have your loops, you have your tag line, and you have your main line with that little hole. So you're gonna take this, you're gonna go through that hole. So you have that. And then you're gonna go through the hole you just created. So same thing. Whoa, Stan just went a little crazy. This looks insane, but it's really not. You have your main line, you have your tag line, you have your knot, and you're going to cinch it down. Just going to grab it, take it down, use your tag line and your main line, pull it tight, cinch it. Now, like I said, if this was fishing line, you could moisturize your line and allow it to sink more down. But that's basically what your improved clench line is going to be. It's going to be taller when you have fishing line, but that is only with 3 loops. I'm going to be using 6 to 8 loops when I tie it regularly. But like I said, that is for about 1% of my applications. 99% I'm going to use that Palomar knot. But that is going to conclude this episode. This one was kind of short, just kind of showing you what knots I tie while tournament fishing. But I know we are all going through this crazy time, so I want to remind y'all to fish smart, live that narrative that Bassmaster is pushing out. I know everybody's getting tired of being in the house, but obey your state regulations, everything like that. And shout out to our first responders, all the healthcare workers, everybody keeping us going in this time of need. We're gonna get through this and we're gonna be right back to fishing tournaments. But as always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you on the next episode of One Dream Fishing.